Hello everyone. So this is a video on how to trade on the stock market using Questrade. So let me log in here. Well, first of all, let me show you how to reach Questrade. It's questrade.com. Simple online brokerage account. It's the cheapest. It's between $5 to $10 per trade. It's actually 1 cent per share, as you can see right over here. 1 cent per share. Minimum of $4.95, maximum of $9.95. So depending on how big your transactions are, it'll vary between $4.95 and $9.95. But for most people, it's usually $4.95. So yeah, so just go to questrade.com, log in. If you already have an account, it's pretty simple. Just open an account, follow the steps. So I'm just gonna log in here, just to show you what it looks like, how easy it is, and how simple anyone could do it. So here you can see my account. Let's look at the balances. So you see it's divided in Canadian and US currency. So this is all in Canadian. So let's look at CAD. So I have in equity I have 0, and in cash I have 0, and in buying power I have 0. In US dollars I have in equity 1861. In cash I have $12. Market value. So let's look at my positions. What do I own? So as you can see here, I own Teva Pharmaceuticals bought it at an average price of $15.087, 138 shares. But the current market price right now is $13, so it's going down. Either I bought it too high, but regardless, I'm not worried. You can never buy at the lowest point possible. You can only be close. All you have to do is wait. Eventually it'll go back up, and then you sell at a reasonable price. Usually I go for 7 to 10% per trade. So let's see, what order do I have here? So I'm probably gonna try to sell it at 16.50, maybe 17. So that will give me a profit of, let's say, 17 minus 15.087 times 138 shares. So that's $263 profit on a total investment of about $2,000. So it's not bad, and I could do it probably in 3 months or less. So I don't know why I have this here. I'm gonna cancel it. Sell to open one. Yeah, cancel it. So yeah, so all you have to do is look up the stock that you want. So let's say Nike. So here you have the current stock price. You have bid and ask. You have the high of the day. You have the low of the day. And you have the chart at the bottom, so you could look at a 1-day chart, a 5-day chart, a 3-month chart, a 1-year chart, max. And if you decide to make an order, so let's say you have $1,000 in your account, and you want to use that $1,000 to buy Nike. First of all, you have to make sure it's in the right currency. So Nike's on the New York Stock Exchange, so it has to be US dollars. So let's say you have $1,000 US. You got to take into consideration the fees. So minus $5, that's $9.95. Just to be safe, let's just say $9.90. And you want to buy Nike shares, so let's say you want to buy it at $55. So divide by 55, so you can buy 18 shares of Nike. So if I'm interested in buying Nike at 55, I can click buy. It automatically, on the order entry portion of the interface, this shows up. Automatically it's 100, but I only want 18 shares because I only have, let's say, $1,000. And this is the order type. So this is because I want a particular price, I'm gonna choose limit. If I wanted the market price, so basically the ask price, then I could choose market. But it's always best to choose limit. So let's say I want $50. So I just put in 50, and here I choose when do I want the order to cancel automatically if it doesn't get executed. So let's say Nike doesn't reach $50 today, then my order will get canceled automatically. If I want Questrade to keep trying to buy Nike for me, then I could choose good till canceled. So let's just, for the purposes of this example, use day. So I have 18 shares, limit price at 50 or 55. I think I had said 55. Now mine is not going to work because I don't have any buying power. You can see at the bottom here, buying power, all in USD. My buying power is $12. So obviously I can't buy Nike because I don't have enough liquidity. But let's say I did. This is how you would place an order on the stock market using Questrade. And I click buy, and I just send order. So here it's telling me already you don't have enough buying power for this order. But if I did, I wouldn't have this message, and I would just click send order. And if Nike reaches $55, then my order will be executed, and I'll be owning 18 shares of Nike stock. And then you can sell it. Same thing for selling. When you want to sell, instead of clicking buy, you'll click sell. You'll go through the same process, but instead of clicking buy, you'll click sell. So that's how simple it is to trade on the stock market. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to hire someone to do it for you. As long as you have, if you have money on the side, instead of leaving it in a savings account where you're making 2% per year, you can start with $1,000. The minimum to start is $1,000. Open a Questrade account, transfer your funds to the account. It's like paying a bill online. If you're familiar with online banking, it's like paying a bill. So you just add your account number to your online banking, make a payment. In 2 days, your funds will arrive in the Questrade account, and you can start trading the same way I just showed you. So obviously your question is, how do I know which stocks to buy, when to buy them? So that's another topic. You could follow companies that you like, that you trust. That's basically what I do. Is I have a video, or several videos, where I explain how I trade on the stock market, how I choose my companies, or like when do I buy. Usually what I'll do is I'll look at big name companies that I know won't disappear, and I just wait for the stock price to drop for whatever reason. There's always a reason. I don't tire myself with understanding the news or predicting the news or understanding the ratios or calculating ratios or looking at debt, looking at revenues, potential revenues, sales, net income. Regardless of the news, the stock, there's always a reason the stock will go down, and then after that there's always a reason that will make the stock go up. So I just look at the overall chart. I look at good companies that won't disappear, big name companies. I wait for the stock to drop for whatever reason. I don't care. And then I pick a price that I'm confident about. And if I'm not, I'll pick an even lower price. If it goes through, great. If it doesn't, then I'll look for something else. I don't force myself to participate in something. If I miss the boat on something, then too bad, look for something else. For example, Nike, I wanted to buy it at $50. I put an order at $50. It never reached $50. It reached 50.5. And then after that, a week later, it went up to 55, 56. So that would have been 10% in 1 week if my order had gone through. But because I was picky and I chose 50, it didn't go through. But that's how I trade. I pick a number and I stick to it. If it reaches it, great. If not, look for something else. For example, the stock that I own right now, Teva Pharmaceuticals. So account position, I had initially put an order at 16, and then it dropped to 14. So I bought some more at 14, and now it's at 13. But right now I'm just gonna wait. I know eventually it's gonna go back up, and once it does, I'll just sell. So yeah, that's how I trade on the stock market, and that's how you can trade on the stock market using Questrade. So if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below.